So the next stage is you got to set up these little flasks, and I found that the way you do it helps greatly. So what I do is I'm behind the camera here, so it's a little hard to see what I'm doing. But I take this big, thick 3/8 inch wax, sprue wax, and I'll cut a piece off with a jeweler's saw. And then what I do is I have the little sprue bottoms, and I take that and I push it down in as far as I can get it. And then sometimes if I cut it too long, I'll go and cut it down even lower. Because what we're after here is to take our wax and set it up so that it's nice and low, and is going to be, when this is on, it's going to be low enough that we can fill the investment at least 3/8 of an inch over it. In fact, I would even say a 1/2 inch if at all possible. So then what I do is I take an X-Acto blade and I cut off the extra on the end of the sprue. So I have this, and I look through this to make sure there's no air pockets. Sometimes with wax injectors you get some air trapped in there and then you get an air pocket. So this is not really a wax pen. It's kind of an inexpensive version that I came up with. It's for wood burning, but I take the end and I push it down as far as I can into the green wax, and then I push that down like that. Now what I do is you need to seal it all the way around. And you could either use the injection wax you have, or you could use the green stuff. Either one, it's a low temperature wax. This injection wax injects at about 160 degrees. And then you want to make sure it's sealed around the sprue. So you set the wax pin right now is set on the lowest temperature. So just like that. So when you go around, it's all sealed all the way around. And we have a nice sprue going up to the piece. We have all the air pockets filled. And because the ears drop below, it's good to have extra sprues going up to the tips. So then at this point, we're ready. We can take our flask and we can fit it in there. And if you look down in there, we got quite a distance between the top of the wax and the top of the flask here. The only thing that I can see that I may change is I'm going to probably lean the horse a little bit that way, because as you can see, it's really close to the side of the flask here, and that's just simply because I've been there. If we can kind of tip it a little bit, but it's better to get that away. So at this point then, what I would do is I'll take the blue tape here and I'll tape it around the top. And you'll see that when I go to invest these, you'll see the tape on the top. But we'll stop the video right here. All right, thank you.